It's the weeks before Christmas, but I am really in a mindset of resting and enjoying my family and time doing things in the home and even starting some New Year's decluttering. So I am bringing you along on a few days of homemaking as a mama of 4 in our small 950 square foot home, spending time doing what I love with my kiddos in the kitchen, doing life with them and loving what I do. So come along. We are starting our day off right in the kitchen, like most days, and I am prepping my sourdough bread so I can do some stretching and folding throughout the morning and let it sit covered on the counter for the rest of the day. Then I'll refrigerate it through the night and then pull it out in the morning to bake, which you will see if you continue this video. But getting my helpers to just enjoy and watch. And my little boy is loving wearing his little tutus that his sisters always like wearing and just dancing to the Christmas music we have playing all November and December long. I haven't shared this recipe in a while. It is my delicious and easy or healthy protein bars, and I have a protein ball recipe on my blog as well, but these are both over on the blog davidkillian.com. It is a great time of year to think of health and nutrition and snacks and what we do for ourselves and for our families. And so I make these honestly weekly for my kids and for myself. Being a nursing mama, it's nice to have a healthy snack on hand that I can grab in the middle of the night if I need to, or for a morning snack. We pack these up to go often. They have them while they're in school. It's just something easy to have and prep for the week. So definitely check out the blog if you are interested in the recipe, and I'll link it in the description box for you too. Now we are on to some pears. I'm kind of working through the fridge today as I ordered 2 boxes of pears from Azure Standard 2 months ago, and I had them just in the fridge stocked up, and some were getting squishy and bad. We had other holiday stuff going on. I just didn't get to them. I did a few, dehydrated some, made some desserts, but I am going to be making a pear butter. I have shared my apple butter recipe on here and on my blog, so you can find it on davidkillian.com as well. But I'm making some pear butter. It's really delicious and simple. You don't have to peel it. You just throw it in the slow cooker and put some spices, put some honey in there, and let it cook all day long. And the aroma that it leaves in the house is amazing anyways. So it's a natural air freshener, and you're making something delicious out of it as well. My protein bars had been set. I stuck them in the freezer for about 30 minutes and they hardened quite quickly. So then I'm just cutting them and prepping them in my storage containers so that they're easy to have. I actually like to have a container in the fridge and then one in the freezer because I honestly prefer them frozen. They're really good. They're a little hard on the teeth if you don't have strong teeth, but they're just really good and sticky and gooey and just delicious. The sun is shining and the weather is conducive to making snowmen. So we are all headed outside. The kiddos were already outside, and it's my turn to get bundled up to get out in the snow and play. I honestly enjoy the winter. I enjoy every season, and I just think if you get outside, there's so much fun to be had with the kids and making things and being creative and just enjoying the fresh air. It can truly change an attitude of a home if you just step outside and go make something with your kids. While I am prepping supper in the kitchen, the kids are doing some coloring or some Play-Doh, and it's just so fun to hear them talk and share what they have to say about their siblings' drawings and the excitement they have for the simple things, just enjoying those little things that sometimes I think we forget about, like coloring and how beautiful something can look with just a certain color, or creating something out of Play-Doh. The simple joys in life are so satisfying for kids, and I want to just cherish that as I listen to this. Since my pear butter was no longer cooking on this day, and it's canned, as you can see, I needed to make a delicious, yummy scented simmer pot. Orange, cinnamon sticks, cloves. You could throw in some fresh pine and make the house smell wonderful, and just keep that water flowing in there, as it does evaporate, but it's so fun to just have something yummy and simple to smell. Spending some time with my boys. So the littlest one just enjoys his little toys, isn't so content on the floor, and the other one loves building and tractors and trucks. Point to all the K's in the word and tell me if they're uppercase or lowercase.
Owl. Now. Uppercase, lowercase, owl. Okay. Mama. How.
Okay, good.
How.
House. Okay.
Wait, see if I put it out. This. It should break. Sorry. Dad. She's not breaking. Yeah? What are you making? I have got to put up here.
Getting the bread into the oven before lunchtime, and then after that it is time to do some closet decluttering. This happens probably every season, and I am about 4 months postpartum, so it definitely needs to happen. The closet just has gotten filled with the mix of leftover summer clothes, some fall clothes, clothes that don't currently fit, baby clothes because the little baby's in the bassinet in our room, extra things that need returned to Amazon. It's just a lot in that little closet, and the closet you see is what my husband and I share, plus the baby. So it's the space that sometimes gets collected in those little totes behind everything. So while the little boy kicks and enjoys his time on the bed, I am doing some decluttering while the other kids are out playing. And one way that I like to declutter, if I knew I missed the return deadline, is to list it on Marketplace. So you'll see me do that later with like a Christmas sweater. I filmed this before Christmas, so actually it sold pretty quickly because someone wanted it for their newborn baby, and other pieces that I just needed to get listed and sold just to make a little extra. This stuff needs to go downstairs. I think you're tired too. This can stay here. Something that I try to stick to but doesn't always apply is having a home for every place. So if it doesn't have a home, then do I really need it? Do I just need to store it for future what ifs? I am not that person. There's sometimes where I really feel like I should, but then I end up regretting, why am I wasting the space and keeping it? So if it doesn't have a home and I don't know where to put it, I am just going to purge it and declutter it and sell it or list it or give it to somebody else, because in a small home, you definitely need to make sure you use your space wisely, especially when you have 4 little kiddos, a lot of shared spaces, small closets. Yes, we have pretty ample storage in other places, which I've shared on my small home tour video this summer that I can link in the description box for you. But using space wisely is important. It is nap time, which is a great time to listen to a podcast or catch up on a YouTube video, which honestly, I don't watch much YouTube. I prefer podcasts, and I honestly just have not been doing much of that either. So I've kind of just been off my screen of my computer or just podcast when I'm out for my morning walk. That's about it. But I am making a pear cobbler, a sourdough pear cobbler, and it turned out deliciously. I did make it simple by not peeling the pears. It probably would be better to peel them and not have the skins on it, but if you want to do it the easy and lazy way and plus get the extra nutrients of the skin, it still tasted delicious. So I'll link the recipe below. I just actually pretty much used my crisp recipe on the inside, but followed the sourdough cobbler recipe for the top. But nap time, I sometimes do different things like rest. That's rare, I guess. Garden in the summer, work on YouTube videos, sometimes bake, just do some fun things, some relaxing things, or things I enjoy doing during nap time. You know, I've realized, even though it is the week before Christmas, I have really enjoyed this relaxed, slow living time that I've had. I don't feel like we're running around, we're going all over the place. I am just kind of cozied up in the home and spending time outdoors, doing a few community activities, of course some church things, but I have said no to a lot of extra activities this year, and just being purposeful with my time and practicing contentment with what I've got and who I'm with, which is my kids and my family. And practice was my word of the year. And as I reflect on that, I try to think, did I actually apply that to my life? Practice my mothering skills, my homemaking. And so there's always room for improvement, but practice is something that I think we always can improve on with everything that we do in life, in practicing whatever it is, reading the Bible more, exercising, just making sure our homes are cleaner, practice decluttering, practice fits a lot of areas. But that was my word for the year. And as I do some more decluttering, I think, what word am I going to use for the next year? So I'll be thinking on that and dwelling on that probably usually between the week between Christmas and Thanksgiving, or Christmas and the New Year. So as I do some more decluttering, there's just some things I was gifted for postpartum nursing baby that I decided I'm not going to use. I'm never going to use this. So I gifted them to another new mama who will hopefully get use out of them. I had to try this new jacket on that I found at a thrift store, and I think it's a men's jacket, and I'm not sure I actually really like the fit. I know cropped is in, but I don't think it's quite for me. So that might be something I list, as it is a Columbia brand. So on to the next task, which is pilling my Italy-made wool sweater, which I love. It's so fun. It's beautiful, well-made, just kind of a classic style. It could be men's, it could be women's, I don't know, but I'm going to enjoy it and wear it and take care of it by getting rid of some of those pills. And this little pill machine has been great for years. I use it on my couch, on clothes, and it just makes things look a little bit fresher. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed coming along on this week before Christmas and just kind of being slow and purposeful in my life in the home and not really succumbing to the hustle and bustle. So I hope you have a blessed and wonderful Christmas season celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ.